Hi students, welcome to lesson 17, Tribal Communities in India, Part A. India is a diversified country and different groups occupy various parts of India having their own cultural characteristics and levels of development. A number of groups are still in primitive stage and they are very often referred to as tribals, primitives and Adivasis and so on. The scheduled tribe population according to 2011 census constitutes 8.2% of the Indian population. This is almost equal to the population of Britain. At present, India has the second largest tribal population in the world, next only to Africa. Tribals in India are spread over the length and breadth of the country. After completion of this lesson, you will be able to understand the meaning of tribes and characteristics of tribal societies. You will be able to explain the problems of tribal communities in India. You will be able to describe the various tribal development and welfare measures. Meaning of tribes. In the Indian context, tribes are normally referred as scheduled tribes. The scheduled tribes constitute the second largest group of the backward classes. Tribals are very commonly called as Adivasis. Riley, Verrier, Elvin and others use the word aboriginals to mean tribals. Dr. 𝗳𝗧𝗦𝗃, a renowned sociologist, called tribals as backward Hindus. International Labour Organization, that is ILO, used the expression indigenous people to refer to the tribals. Gandhi popularized the word Girijan for tribals. Tribes are also known as Vanvasis, Aranyavasis and Vanyajatis, etc. The Constitution of India accepted to use the term scheduled tribes, which was introduced for the first time by Simon Commission in 1928. Article 366, clause 25 of the Constitution says that scheduled tribes are the tribes or tribal communities or parts of or groups within such tribes or tribal communities which the Indian President may specify by public notification under Article 342, Clause 1. D.N. Majumdar defines tribe as a collection of families bearing a common name, members of which occupy the same territory, speak the same language and observe certain taboos regarding marriage, profession or occupation and have a well-developed, well-assessed system of reciprocity and mutuality of obligations. Let us now discuss the characteristics of tribes in India. Common territory. A tribe is a territorial community. It means that tribe has a definite territory in which its members reside. For example, the Naga, Rengma Naga, Sema Naga and other aboriginals reside in Nagaland. Garos, Khasis live in Assam, Bhils in Madhya Pradesh, Soligas in Mysore, Todas in Nilgiri hills of Tamil Nadu and so on. In the absence of a common locality or territory, a tribe would lose its uniqueness. Tribe is collection of families. Tribes constitute a collection of families which may have various sizes. These families, which normally have blood relationships among themselves, could be matriarchal or patriarchal in nature. Common name. Every tribe has its own name. Each tribe is known to other tribes by its distinctive name. For example, Khasis, Naga, Limbu, Santhal, Munda, Gond, Kota, Badaga, Urali, Todas, etc. Common language. The members of a tribe speak a particular language or dialect. Different tribes speak different languages. These languages are not only different from the language of the civilized people, but they themselves differ from one another. Common language contributes much to the development of community feeling. Since many of the tribal languages do not have a script of their own, education of the tribals has become problematic. Common ancestor. The tribals claim that they have a common ancestor. A major cause of the sense of communal unity in the tribe is the tie of blood relationships between its members arising out of common ancestry. The tribals are bound by kinship bonds. Tribals have common religion. Religion plays an important role in the tribal organization. The members of a tribe usually worship a common ancestor. Also, nature worship is common among them. In addition to the ancestral worship, the nature worship, the Aboriginals practice other types of faith as well. The tribals practice faiths such as Buddhism, animism, fetishism and totemism. Magic is also widespread among them, and political organizations are based on this religion. Participation in common religious ceremonies, functions and festivals contribute to the unity of the group. A sizable proportion of Nagas, Mizos, Santals, Orans and Munda have embraced Christianity, while some tribes such as Bhutia, Lepcha, Chakma have largely identified with Buddhism. Fetishism is the most primitive form of religion. It endows objects with supernatural or mystical powers for a good or evil. A leaf, a feather, a horn, a stone or any such thing with unusual shape is adored in the same manner as a carved figure. Animism is the work of E.B. Tylor and may be found in his Primitive Culture, first published in the year 1871. Animism is essentially a belief in the spirit of the dead. Tylor argued that early men had a need to explain dreams, shadows, hallucinations, sleep and death. The need to understand such phenomenon led to the belief in the existence of the soul. Totemism is an extension of fetishism. Members of the tribal group affiliate themselves with the totem. The totem is a collective religious object having supernatural or mysterious powers for the group. Totem is associated with tribal organization and it becomes the name of the tribe, an image of the totemic spirit and animal or plant with which the tribe identifies. The tribe, the spirit and the animal are united in a trinity which cannot be separated into parts. Common culture. Each tribe has a way of life of its own. Each tribe has its own way of behaving, thinking, feeling and acting. Each has its own customs, traditions, morals, values and its own peculiar institutions. In brief, its own culture. The very peculiarities of a tribe reveal that it has a distinctive culture of its own. Common political organization. Each tribe has its own political system. The chieftainship is normally hereditary and occupies an important position in the tribal society. Tribal council and tribal judicial system is significant in their political organization. However, many tribal villages in present India are governed by panchayats after the enactment of PISA in 1996. Feeling of unity. The members of a tribe always feel that they are united. This sense of unity for them is to retain their identity. Tribals are normally cohesive. Common economic organization. Most of the tribal communities in India are engaged in agriculture. The other economic activities include forestry, food gathering, and working in manufacturing industries. Organization of clans is another important characteristic of tribal communities. The clan or sib is an important part of tribal organization. The clan includes all the relatives of mother or father's side and the children of one ancestor. People belonging to a clan trace their origin through ancestor. The descendants of a clan are of either matrilineal or patrilineal lineage. The tribal society may include in itself many clans. There exists mutual helpfulness among the members of different clans. Prevalence of dormitories. Tribal community has a peculiar feature which is evident in the form of common sleeping chambers or dormitories. Such organizations train the youth in the tribal ways of life. These are the centers which preserve tribal legends, music, dance, paintings, etc. Simplicity and self-sufficiency. A tribal society is simple in character. Agriculture, hunting, fishing and collection of roots, fruits, nuts, honey and forest products are their main means of subsistence. The need for protection. There is a need for protection of tribals. Ethnic, political, religious and other kinds of prejudices and mutual distrust between the civilized and the tribal people have made the tribals feel insecure. Hence, they experience the need for protection. Let us now discuss about the geographic distribution of the tribals. The tribes in India are not found in any one particular region alone, but distributed among the various states. For example, the Gonds are found in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The Bhils are distributed in Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Santals are spread over Bihar, Orissa and West Bengal. The Andamanis is the smallest community found in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Dr. B.S. Guha has given a threefold territorial distribution of the tribals, that is, the north and northeastern zone, secondly, the central or middle zone, and thirdly, the southern zone. C.B. Memoria adds to this list the fourth zone, a small one consisting of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Let us now discuss about the north and northeastern zone. This zone consists of sub-Himalayan region and the hills and mountain ranges of northeastern frontiers of India. It includes states like Himachal Pradesh, Northern Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim and 7 states of northeast consisting of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur and Tripura. The tribals of this zone mostly belong to the Mongoloid race and speak languages belonging to Tibeto-Chinese family. This zone is inhabited by tribes such as Gupang, Limbu, Lepcha, Aka, Mishmi, Mikir, Rabha, Kachari, Garo, Khasi, Chakma, Gaga, Angami, Sema, Pham, Chang and so on. It is estimated around 12.5% of the total tribal population is found in this zone. Let us now talk about central or the middle zone. The tribe groups of this zone are scattered all over the mountain belt between the rivers Narmada and Godavari. It includes states like West Bengal, Orissa, Bihar, southern Uttar Pradesh, southern Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. The main tribes of these areas are the Gonds, Munda, Kand, Baiga, Bhils, Bhuya, Bhumji, Kola, Savara, Kharia, Oravan, Ho, Santal, Juang and so on. The tribes living in this region form the largest assemblage of India's aboriginal population, contributing to almost 81% of the total tribal population. Let us now talk about the southern zone. This zone falls south of river Krishna. It includes states like Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and the two union territories Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. The tribe of this zone are regarded as the most ancient inhabitants now living in India. This zone consists of tribes like Chenchu, Kota, Kurumba, Badaga, Toda, Kadar, Malayan, Multumvan, Urali, Koya, Soling, Kanikar, Panyan, Yarava, etc. This zone contains around 6.5% of total tribal population. Nicobar Islands. This is the smallest but isolated zone consisting of 8.3% of the scheduled tribe population. The main tribes living in this zone are the Jarvas, Onge, North Sentinelese, the Andamanis and the Nicobaris. The Andamanis seem to be the smallest tribal community. Though separated from the main body of India's aboriginal tribes, they are ethnically connected with them. Though they are numerically the smallest tribes, they are anthropologically very important. Let us now talk about 𝗂𝗽𝗓's classification. Based on cultural factors and cultural contexts, 𝗂𝗽𝗓 classifies tribes into three classes. He writes, firstly, such sections of them as the Rajgons and others who have successfully fought the battle and are recognized as members of fairly high status within Hindu society. Secondly, the large mass that has been partially Hinduized and has come in closer contact with the Hindus. And thirdly, the hill sections which have exhibited the greatest power of resistance to the alien cultures that have pressed upon their border. According to 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, the classifications of the tribes suggest that the problems of tribal population belonging to various categories are qualitatively different and demand different solutions. Let us now discuss the problems of scheduled tribes in India. Firstly, the geographic separation. The tribals mostly inhabit in deep valleys, forests, hills, mountains, etc. and thus are geographically separated from the rest of the population. The development programs thus take time and most of the times doesn't even reach the tribal community. Secondly, social and cultural problems. The tribal community is victim of superstitious beliefs and orthodox ways of living. Their practices of animal sacrifices, exchange of wives, black magic is quite against their own interests. Anthropologists and sociologists have pointed towards Hinduization and Christianization of tribals which have their own set of problems. For instance, Hinduization has led to problems such as dowry, divorce, untouchability, child marriage, etc. Christianization has led to religious conversions. There is lot of cultural differences between tribal and non-tribal groups. Tribals are also facing the problem of illiteracy. The medium of instruction is also a major hindrance to the promotion of education among the tribes. Thirdly, tribals suffer with lot of economic problems. The tribal community faces economic problems which have been exploited by the outsiders like landlords, money lenders, forest contractors, etc. The tribals engaged in agriculture possess uneconomic land holdings, because of which their crop yield is less and thus agriculture is also unprofitable. Many portions of tribal lands are transferred to non-tribals. Further, owing to special economic zones, much of the tribal land has been given to private companies, inviting protests from all over. This has also led to involuntary displacement of the tribes. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, while analyzing the tribal welfare and development, opined that the planners of the tribal development failed to understand the diversities that exist between different tribal groups. The tribal community has been considered as a monolithic and undifferentiated entity and never took into account the relative numerical strength of different tribal groups.